or in effect simulate the physics of our world, we can build more useful systems that can help people communicate in new ways and thereby advance the frontiers of AI. When we first began this journey to build AI more than 15 years ago, we knew that one day it would change everything. Now that time is here, and we continue to be amazed by the progress we see and inspired by the advances still to come on the path to AGI. Thanks, and back to you, Sundar.
Thanks, Devin. A huge amount of innovation is happening at Google DeepMind. It's amazing how much progress we've made in a year. Training state-of-the-art models requires a lot of computing power. Industry demand for ML compute has grown by a factor of 1 million in the last 6 years. And every year it increases tenfold. Google was built for this. For 25 years, we have invested in world-class technical infrastructure. From the cutting-edge hardware that powers Search to our custom tensor processing units that power our AI advances. Gemini was trained and served entirely on our 4th and 5th generation TPUs. And other leading AI companies like Anthropic, Trillium delivers a 4.7x improvement in compute performance per chip over the previous generation. It's our most efficient and performant TPU today. We'll make Trillium available to our cloud customers in late 2024. Alongside our TPUs, we are proud to offer CPUs and GPUs to support any workload. That includes the new Axion processors we announced last month, our first custom ARM-based CPU with industry-leading performance and energy efficiency. We are also proud to be one of the first cloud providers to offer NVIDIA's cutting-edge Blackwell GPUs available in early 2025. We are fortunate to have a long-standing partnership with NVIDIA, excited to bring Blackwell's capabilities to our customers. Chips are a foundational part of our integrated end-to-end system. From performance-optimized hardware and open software to flexible consumption models, this all comes together in our AI hypercomputer, a groundbreaking supercomputer architecture. Businesses and developers are using it to tackle more complex challenges with more than twice the efficiency relative to just buying the raw hardware and chips. Our AI hypercomputer advancements are made possible in part because of our approach to liquid cooling in our data centers. We've been doing this for nearly a decade, long before it became state-of-the-art for the industry. And today, our total deployed fleet capacity for liquid cooling systems is nearly 1 gigawatt and growing. That's close to 70 times the capacity of any other fleet. Underlying this is the sheer scale of our network, which connects our infrastructure globally. Our network spans more than 2 million miles of terrestrial and subsea fiber, over 10 times the reach of the next leading cloud provider. We'll keep making the investments necessary to advance AI innovation and deliver state-of-the-art capabilities. And one of our greatest areas of investment and innovation is in our founding product, Search. 25 years ago, we created Search to help people make sense of the waves of information moving online. With each platform shift, we have delivered breakthroughs to help answer your questions better. On mobile, we unlock new types of questions and answers using better context, location awareness, and real-time information. With advances in natural language understanding and computer vision, we enable new ways to search with your voice, or a hum to find your new favorite song, or an image of that flower you saw on your walk. Now you can even circle to search those cool new shoes you might want to buy. Go for it. You can always return them later. Of course, Search in the Gemini era will take this to a whole new level. Combining our infrastructure strengths, the latest AI capabilities, our high bar for information quality, our decades of experience connecting you to the richness of the web, the result is a product that does the work for you. Google Search is generative AI at the scale of human curiosity, and it's our most exciting chapter of search yet. To tell you more, here's Liz.
Thanks, Sundar. With each of these platform shifts, we haven't just adapted. We've expanded what's possible with Google Search. And now, with generative AI, search will do more for you than you ever imagined. So whatever's on your mind, whatever you need to get done, just ask. And Google will do the Googling for you. All the advancements you'll see today are made possible by a new Gemini model, customized for Google Search. What really sets this apart is our three unique strengths. First, our real-time information with over 1 trillion facts about people, places, and things. Second, our unparalleled ranking and quality systems, trusted for decades to get you the very best of the web. And third, the power of Gemini, which unlocks new agentic capabilities right in search. By bringing these three things all together, we're able to dramatically expand what's possible with Google Search. Yet again, this is search in the Gemini era. So let's dig in. You've heard today about AI overviews and how helpful people are finding them. With AI overviews, Google does the work for you. Instead of piecing together all the information yourself, you can ask your question. And as you see here, you can get an answer instantly, complete with a range of perspectives and links to dive deeper. As Sundar shared, AI overviews will begin rolling out to everyone in the US, starting today, with more countries soon. And by the end of the year, AI overviews will come to over 1 billion people in Google Search. But this is just the first step. We're making AI overviews even more helpful for your most complex questions, the type that are really more like 10 questions in one. You can ask your entire question with all its sub-questions and get an AI overview in seconds. To make this possible, we're introducing multi-step reasoning in Google Search, so Google can do the researching for you. For example, let's say you've been trying to get into yoga and Pilates. Finding the right studio can take a lot of research. There's so many factors you need to consider. Soon you'll be able to ask Search to find the best yoga or Pilates studios in Boston and show you details on their inter-offers and the walking time from Beacon Hill. As you can see here, Google gets to work for you, finding the most relevant information and bringing it together into your AI overview. You get some studios with great ratings and their introductory offers. And you can see the distance for each. Like this one, it's just a 10-minute walk away. Right below, you see where they're located, laid out visually. And you've got all solved and in what order. And thanks to our real-time info and ranking expertise, it reasons using the highest quality information out there. Business hours and more. Research that might have taken you minutes or even hours, Google can now do on your behalf in just seconds. Next, let me show you another way multi-step reasoning in Google Search can make your life that much easier. Take planning, for example. Dreaming of trips and meal plans can be fun, but doing the work of actually figuring it all out, no thank you. With Gemini and Search, Google does the planning with you. Planning is really hard for AI to get right. It's the type of problem that takes advanced reasoning and logic. After all, if you're meal planning, you probably don't want mac and cheese for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay, my kids might, but say you're looking for a bit more variety. Now you can ask Search to create a 3-day meal plan for a group that's easy to prepare. And here you get a plan with a wide range of recipes from across the week. This one for overnight oats looks particularly interesting. And you can easily head over to the website to learn how to prepare them. If you want to get more veggies in, you can simply ask Search to swap in a vegetarian dish. And just like that, Search customizes your meal plan. And you can export your meal plan or get the ingredients as a list just by tapping here. Looking ahead, you can imagine asking Google to add everything to your preferred shopping cart. Then we're really cooking. These planning capabilities mean search will be able to help plan everything from meals and trips to parties, dates, workout routines, and more. So you can get all the fun of planning without any of the hassle. You've seen how Google search can help with increasingly complex questions and planning. But what about all those times when you don't know exactly when to ask and you need some help brainstorming? When you come to search for ideas, you'll get more than an AI-generated answer. You'll get an entire AI organized page, custom built for you and your question. Say you're heading to Dallas to celebrate your anniversary, and you're looking for the perfect restaurant. What you get here breaks AI out of the box, and it brings it to the whole thing. Our Gemini model takes the most interesting angles you can explore and organizes these results in helpful recipes. Like you might never have considered restaurants with live meals, or ones with historic content. Our model even uses technical factors like the time of the year. So since it's warm in Dallas, you get rooftop patio. And it pulls everything together into a dynamic whole-page experience. You'll start to see this new AI-organized search results page when you look for inspiration, starting with dining and recipes, and coming to movies, music, books, hotels, shopping, and more. Today, you've seen how you can bring any question to search, and Google takes the work out of searching. But your questions aren't limited to words in a text box. And sometimes even that picture can't tell the whole story. Earlier, Demis showed you our latest advancements in video understanding. And I'm really excited to share that soon you'll be able to ask questions with video right in Google search. Let me introduce Rose to show you this in a live demo. Thank you, Liz.
I have always run a record player, and I got this one and some vinyls at a yard sale recently. But when I go to play it, this thing keeps sliding off. I have no idea how to fix it or where to even start. Before, I would have pieced together a bunch of searches to try to figure this out. Like, what make is this record player? What's the model? And what is this thing actually called? But now, I can just ask with a video. So let's try it. Let's do a live demo. I'm going to take a video and ask Google, why will this not stay in place? And in a near instant, Google gives me an AI overview. I get some reasons this might be happening and steps I can take to troubleshoot. So looks like first, this is called a toner. Very helpful. And it looks like it may be unbalanced. And there's some really helpful steps here. And I love that because I'm new to all this, I can check out this helpful link from Audio Technica to learn even more. So that was pretty quick. Let me walk you through what just happened. Thanks to a combination of our state-of-the-art speech models, our deep visual understanding, and our custom Gemini model, Search was able to understand the question I asked out loud, break down the video frame by frame. Each frame was fed into Gemini's long context window you heard about earlier today. So Search could then pinpoint the exact make and model of my record player and make sense of the motion across frames to identify the toe arm was drifting. Search fanned out and combed the web to find relevant insights from articles, forums, videos, and more, and it stitched all of this together into my AI overview. The result was music to my ears. Back to you, Liz.
Turn to Google search and have relied on us for decades. And we're bringing in the power of Gemini's agentive capabilities. So Google will do the searching, the researching, the planning, the brainstorming, and so much more. All you need to do is just ask. You'll start to see these features rolling out in search in the coming weeks. Opt into Search Labs to be among the first to try them out. Now let's take a look at how this all comes together in Google Search. Sit here.
I got that swagger, got the beat. I got that new taste. I got that extra for real deal. When I just do my thing, do my thing, do my thing. Do my thing, do my thing. Do my thing. Do my thing.
Why is the lever not moving one way?
I got the new stuff.
Since last May, we've been hard at work making Gemini for Workspace even more helpful for businesses and consumers across the world. Tens of thousands of customers have been using Help Me Write, Help Me Visualize, Help Me Organize since we launched. And now we're really excited that the new Gemini-powered side panel will be generally available next month. One of our customers is a local favorite right here in California, Sports Basement. They rolled out Gemini for Workspace to the organization, and this has helped improve the productivity of their customer support team by more than 30%. Customers love how Gemini grows participation in meetings with automatic language detection and real-time captions now expanding to 68 languages. We are really excited about what Gemini 1.5 Pro unlocks for Workspace and AI Premium customers. Let me start by showing you 3 new capabilities coming to Gmail Mobile. This is my Gmail account. Okay, there's an email up top from my husband. Help me sort out the roof repair thing, please. Now, we've been trying to find a contractor to fix our roof, and with work travel, I have clearly dropped the ball. It looks like there's an email thread on this with lots of emails that I haven't read. And luckily for me, I can simply tap the summarize option up top and skip reading this long back and forth. Now, Gemini pulls up this helpful mobile card as an overlay. And this is where I can read a nice summary of all the salient information that I need to know. So I see here that we have a quote from Jeff at Green Roofing, and he's ready to start. Now, I know we had other bids, and I don't remember the details. Previously, I would have had to do a number of searches in Gmail and then remember and compare information across different emails. Now, I can simply type out my question right here in the mobile card and say something like, compare my roof repair bids by price and availability. This new Q&A feature makes it so easy to get quick answers on anything in my inbox. For example, when are my shoes arriving, or what time do doors open for the Knicks game?
without having to first search Gmail, then open the email, and then look for the specific information and attachments and so on. Anyway, back to my roof. It looks like Gemini has found details that I got from 2 other contractors in completely different email threads, and I have this really nicely organized summary, and I can do a quick comparison. So it seems like Jeff's quote was right in the middle. He can start immediately, so green roofing it is. I'll open that last email from Jeff and confirm the project. And look at that. I see some suggested replies from Gemini. Now, what is really, really neat about this evolution of Smart Reply is that it's contextual. Gemini understood the back and forth in that thread and that Jeff was ready to start, so offers me a few customized options based on that context. So, here I see I have decline the service, suggest a new time. I'll choose proceed and confirm time. I can even see a preview of the full reply simply by long pressing. This looks reasonable, so I'll hit send. These new capabilities in Gemini and Gmail will start rolling out this month to Labs users. Okay, so one of the really neat things about workspace apps like Gmail, Drive, Docs, Calendar is how well they work together. And in our daily lives, we often have information that flows from one app to another, like, say, adding a calendar entry from Gmail or creating reminders from a spreadsheet tracker. But what if Gemini could make these journeys totally seamless? Perhaps even automate them for you entirely. So let me show you what I mean with a real life example. My sister is a self-employed photographer, and her inbox is full of appointment bookings, receipts, client feedback on photos, and so much more. Now, if you're a freelancer or a small business, you really want to focus on your craft and not on bookkeeping and logistics. So let's go to her inbox and take a look. Lots of unread emails. Let's click on the first one. It's got a PDF that's an attachment from a hotel as a receipt, and I see a suggestion in the side panel. Help me organize and track my receipts. Let's click on this prompt. The side panel now will show me more details about what that really means. And as you can see, there's 2 steps here. Step 1, create a Drive folder and put this receipt and 37 others it's found into that folder. Makes sense. Step 2, extract the relevant information from those receipts in that folder into a new spreadsheet. Now, this sounds useful. Why not? I also have the option to edit these actions or just hit OK. So let's hit OK. Gemini will now complete the 2 steps described above, and this is where it gets even better. Gemini offers you the option to automate this so that this particular workflow is run on all future emails, keeping your Drive folder and expense sheet up to date with no effort from you. Now, we know that creating a complex spreadsheet like this can be daunting for most people. But with this automation, Gemini does the hard work of extracting all the right information from all the files and in that folder and generates this sheet for you. So let's take a look. Okay, it's super well organized, and it even has a category for expense type. Now, we have this sheet. Things can get even more fun. We can ask Gemini questions. Questions like, show me where the money is spent. Gemini not only analyzes the data from the sheet, but also creates a nice visual to help me see the complete breakdown by category. And you can imagine how this extends to all sorts of use cases in your inbox, like travel expenses, shopping, remodeling projects, you name it. All of that information in Gmail can be put to good use and help you work, plan, and play better. Now, this particular I know. This particular ability to organize your attachments in Drive and generate a sheet and do data analysis via Q&A will be rolling out to Labs users this September. And it's just one of the many automations that we're working on in Workspace. Workspace in the Gemini era will continue to unlock new ways of getting things done. We're building advanced agentive experiences, including customizing how you use Gemini. Now, as we look to 2025 and beyond, we're exploring entirely new ways of working with AI. Now, with Gemini, you have an AI-powered assistant always at your side. But what if you could expand how you interact with AI? For example, when we work with other people, we mention them in comments in docs, or we send them emails, we have group chats with them, etc. And it's not just how we collaborate with each other, but we each have a specific role to play in the team. And as the team works together, we build a set of collective experiences and contexts to learn from each other. We have the combined set of skills to draw from when we need help. So how could we introduce AI into this mix and build on this shared expertise?
Hey, Aparna. Hey, everyone. Okay, so let me start by showing you how we set up this virtual teammate. As you can see, the teammate has his very own account, and we can go ahead and give it a name. We'll do something fun like Chip. Chip's been given a specific job role with a set of descriptions on how to be helpful for the team. You can see that here. And some of the jobs are to monitor and track projects. We've listed a few out, to organize information and provide context, and a few more things. Now that we've configured our virtual teammate, let's go ahead and see Chip in action. To do that, I'll switch us over here to Google Chat. First, when planning for an event like I/O, we have a ton of chat rooms for various purposes. Luckily for me, Chip is in all of them. To quickly catch up, I might ask a question like, anyone know if our I/O storyboards are approved? Because we've instructed Chip to track this project, Chip searches across all the conversations and knows to respond with an answer. There it is. Simple, but very helpful. Now, as the team adds Chip to more group chats, more files, more email threads, Chip builds a collective memory of our work together. Let's look at an example. To show you, I'll switch over to a different room. How about Project Sapphire over here? And here we are discussing a product release coming up. And as usual, many pieces are still in flight. So I can go ahead and ask, are we on track for launch? Chip gets to work not only searching through everything it has access to, but also synthesizing what's found and coming back with an up-to-date response. There it is. Clear timeline, a nice summary, and notice even in this first message here, Chip flags a potential issue the team should be aware of. Because we're in a group space, everyone can follow along, anyone can jump in at any time. As you see, someone just did, asking Chip to help create a doc to help address the issue. A task like this could take me hours, dozens of hours. Chip can get it all done in just a few minutes, sending the doc over right when it's ready. So much of this practical helpfulness comes from how we've customized Chip to our team's needs, and how seamlessly this AI is integrated directly into where we're already working. Back to you, Aparna.
Thank you, Tony. Now, I can imagine a number of different types of virtual teammates configured by businesses to help them do what they need. Now, we have a lot of work to do to figure out how to bring these agentive experiences like virtual teammates into Workspace, including enabling third parties to make their very own versions of Chip. We're excited about where this is headed, so stay tuned. And as Gemini and its capabilities continue to evolve, we're diligently bringing that power directly into Workspace to make all our users more productive and creative, both at home and at work. And now, over to Sissy to tell you more about Gemini app.
Our vision for the Gemini app is to be the most helpful personal AI assistant by giving you direct access to Google's latest AI models. Gemini can help you learn, create, code, and anything else you can imagine. And over the past year, Gemini has put Google's AI in the hands of millions of people with experiences designed for your phone and the web. We also launched Gemini Advanced, our premium subscription for access to the latest AI innovations from Google. Today, we'll show you how Gemini is delivering our most intelligent AI experience. Let's start with the Gemini app, which is redefining how we interact with AI. It's natively multimodal, so you can use text, voice, or your phone's camera to express yourself naturally. And this summer, you can have an in-depth conversation with Gemini using your voice. We're calling this new experience Live. Using Google's latest speech models, Gemini can better understand you and answer naturally. You can even interrupt while Gemini is responding, and it will adapt to your speech patterns. And this is just the beginning. We're excited to bring the speed gains and video understanding capabilities from Project Astra to the Gemini app. When you go live, you'll be able to open your camera so Gemini can see what you see and respond to your surroundings in real time. Now, the way I use Gemini isn't the way you use Gemini. So we're rolling out a new feature that lets you customize it for your own needs whenever you need it. For example, here's a gem that I created that acts as a personal writing coach. It specializes in short stories with mysterious twists, and it even builds on the story drafts in my Google Drive. I call it the Cliffhanger Curator. Now, gems are a great time saver when you have specific ways that you want to interact with Gemini again and again. Gems will roll out in the coming months and are Next, I'll show you how Gemini is taking a step closer to being a true AI assistant by planning and taking actions for you. Now, we all know that chatbots can give you ideas for your next vacation, but there's a lot more that goes into planning a great trip. It requires reasoning that considers space-time logistics and the intelligence to prioritize and make decisions. That reasoning and intelligence all come together in the new trip planning experience in Gemini Advanced. Now, it all starts with a prompt. Okay, going to Miami. My son loves art, my husband loves seafood, and our flight and hotel details are already in my Gmail inbox.